I would have agreed so much with this, friends, just a couple of years back when I was also a shopaholic. Hello friends, my name is Darshana and I welcome you to my channel The F World, where I make videos of fashion and finance. So if you're new here, do consider subscribing. In this video, friends, I have shared with you my personal journey or the steps which I have taken to come out of the clutches of shopping addiction. I hope it will be useful to you also. But before proceeding towards the step, let me tell you one important fact about being shopaholic, that it is an addiction and no addiction comes overnight or goes overnight. So don't expect immediate results. With this, let us proceed to see what the steps are. Immediately you can't stop shopping. So what I would suggest is that as a first step, convert your shopping heads into constructive ones. Like try thinking of some hobby you always wanted to do, or your passion, or any small business you always wanted to try hands on and start doing it. Like in my case, I discovered that I was very passionate towards fashion designing, and so I started doing it. Once I started doing fashion designing, I needed to do a lot of shopping for that. And obviously your shopping heads will get changed. The difference here would be that you will never regret for this shopping, because in this process you will be mastering some art. You will be doing something constructive, and slowly the normal shopping heads will start going out of your sight and soon out of your mind. So this is a very good step which you can start on. Now this is something which has helped me magically to get rid of my impulsive buying addiction. It will help you also. This is particularly in case of online purchases. The minute you are going to click that checkout button, just stop. Just postpone that purchase for another day. Tell yourself that tomorrow I'll be completing this transaction. See the magic. In 60 to 70% of the cases, unless you require that commodity really urgently, you won't complete that transaction at all. And this will help you to get rid of your impulsive buying disorder. The principle which comes handy to us in this is delay is denied. You must all have heard this, of course. We are just going to use it for our benefit. Just postpone it for one day and see the magic. Now this was another trick which I tried and it really worked well for me. I made it a point that I will do all the purchases by using cash. Parting with cash could be so painful. I had never thought of it any time before. Really, we all have attachment for money. I realize that we all have attachment for money, but when we are making payment by using cards, we don't feel the pinch of parting with that money. But in case of cash purchases, you have to physically hand over that cash or count that money and hand over to the other person. So you really feel the pinch of that. So many of the cases I used to dismiss the idea, okay, I don't need it, why should I unnecessarily purchase it? So it really helps you in that. Try doing it. I call these EMIs as the junk food of your financial diet. So if you really want to improve your financial health or your fiscal fitness, then you have to stay away from this junk food as far as possible. So especially when you are trying to get out of this addiction, make it a point that you won't purchase anything on EMIs, because this is an easy trap that we fall into. We end up purchasing those things we don't require at all. Just because they are available on easy EMIs, we end up purchasing that. So it is really very useful tip or useful step which you can take to get out of the shopping addiction. Now I can understand the pain of missing a sales offer. So I won't definitely recommend you to altogether ignore it, but I would suggest an alternative approach. Try going for a shopper's pool. Like how you have a car's pool, you can also make a shopper's pool. All you have to do is that just make a few calls to your nearby relatives or your friends or any of your acquaintances and go for that sale collectively, so that you can get that offer also, and you won't end up in purchasing unnecessary things just for claiming that offer. So it is a very effective way, friends. I have tried it myself and it really gives you a lot of satisfaction of not ending up with unnecessarily piles of clothes or any other things just for claiming that offer. This was one of the facts of my shopping behavior which I had discovered, that whenever I used to be done with my shopping, I used to shop for others, and that used to eventually keep me in this habit forever. So I would suggest you personally stay away from shopping for others, even though it is for a good cause or for a charitable purpose or for any noble purpose, because that will eventually keep you in the habit of shopping. And this is what exactly we are trying to get out of. So when you are done with this, you have come totally in your control, you're free from the addiction, then you can continue with your good work. But till you are undergoing the treatment of it, you can say, you have to stay away from this. Now this is something which is very contrary to what I have been telling you till now. Make an extensive list. Include in it also those things which you don't require, just to pamper yourself. But make sure that when you go to the shopping mall or any store, you stick by the list. Don't purchase anything out of that list. This will help to get rid of stimulus buying. Normally when we are in a store or in a mall, we end up purchasing things just because they are stimulating us. So with this mechanism, you can really get rid of the stimulus buying. Now that friends, you are on this journey for such a long time, you must have either reached a point where you are going to be out of it soon, or at least on halfway. So by this time, what you require more is an incentive to keep you going in this journey. And that incentive, you can find it in your monthly budget. So monitor your budget. See the extra cash you have generated just by not spending on something foolish, something just to, satisfy your hunger for shopping. And this cash can be an incentive, this extra cash or this surplus can be an incentive to you to keep your journey going ahead. At least it has done for me, and it still helps me to continue my good work going. And whenever you will spot this extra surplus or this extra cash in your monthly budget, don't forget to pat your back for it. Well, I would really like to end this discussion on a rather sweet note, that don't consider this addiction as a very harmful one, but it is not good for your fiscal fitness. It is not good for your financial health, because you won't be able to save in proportion to your income. You might not land up in an altogether financial crisis, but saving is also very important for your fiscal fitness. So in order to be financially healthy, you have to come out of this addiction as early as possible, and you have to get rid of this compulsive shopping disorder. Shopping is not bad, friends, but compulsive shopping disorder is a disorder. It is a mental disorder. So you have to get out of it, and try getting out of it rather. Well, that's all for today, friends, and hope to meet you all in my next video soon. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thanks for watching.